gon' gain it. Tell the DJ gon' play it. Make sure you follow the homie Skip right now, man. That's SKYYP right now on Instagram, man. That boy doing some things right now, man. Just be on this. Big gap in the table. I see you with Jam Flow, what you do, you better. We flow with the artists over there. Everybody doing what you doing, being real productive, man. I got one of his songs called Appreciate. You ever heard that one? Yeah, I got it. That one was on energy. Abbreviate is great.
Combine Magazine. Let's combine. For features and ads, find us on Facebook or Instagram at Combine Magazine.
Yeah, shout out to the homie C-Dale, man. Make sure you pick up the Growth and Development Project right now, wherever music is sold. You feel me? C-Dale, I see you. New York, stand up. Let's go to work.
We proceed. Sharita, what up, sis? I see you. Carolina, we working 701 Garland Highway. What's really good? 910. Yeah, we working tonight, baby.
Can't you see
we got that vibe, boy?
Sit back and relax and catch your vibe, boy. Put the hammers away, just good vibes, boy. Call your loved ones and tell them it's time to vibe, boy. Can't you see we got that vibe, boy? Sit back and relax and catch your vibe, boy.
I forgot about that. I've been playing BYE so long. Like, hard with BYE. Yeah. I played that remake yesterday.
Seen the vision from the school of hard knocks with that time patient.
I was using that for a minute too, like abbreviated. Dude, I got another 6 feet under the show. We got a couple of, he got Prep on All-Stars,
where I'm from is
he got a couple of joints. I got all like that. Skip hard though. He can rap for real. He make good records. Like it's one thing to be able to rap, but actually make a good record. You know what I'm saying? Like listen to good records. You know what I mean? That's definitely, you know what I'm saying. That's why shout out to Skip, man. I see. Shout out to the Evervision Network too, man. We live. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share right now to the Evervision Network on YouTube. We working doing what we does, baby. Facebook Live, you heard it. You know what I mean? The Evervision Network on BONVISION. Let's go to work, man. YouTube. Like, share, subscribe. Let's go for sure with that. You'll find you know what I'm
like. Just good vibes, boy.
Call your loved ones and tell them it's time to vibe, boy.
Can't you see we got that vibe, boy? Sit back and relax and get your vibe, boy. Put the hammers away, just good vibes, boy. Call your loved ones and tell them it's time to vibe, boy. Remember them park nights? It was like the stage right off the page. They used to have us in the rage. Them happy days, I'm turning another page. Paper route to these hundreds, I'm taking it to the grave. You understand it, coming from God's planet. Everybody can't be Mike, somebody gotta be Janet. Thought back to my life and almost fainted. Y'all write your regrets on the wall. Got painted, found the negativity strong, and then I drained it. Got my weight up, now I'm flying, famous. I tell them, yes I love them, we all equal. Play hard like Oladipo, spread love to all my peoples. So sit back, relax, flip you a pack, put down the strap. My niggas in the back, they with me whatever mission. Popping bottles of bubbly whenever's a tradition. Can't you see we got that vibe, boy?
Jamel Brandon, what up? I see you at home. Appreciate the plug.
Just good vibes.
New York was really good. We working tonight, baby.
Tell them it's time to vibe, boy. Can't you see we got that vibe?
We got that vibe in the studio tonight. We got home to the building. You know what I'm saying? I got other special guests coming after 9 o'clock. Change the party is gonna be lit. Let's go.
It's time to roll out the drop.
We feeling like it's set up.
But homie, please keep your head up. They're weighing you down. It ain't designed for you to get up. But homie, please keep your head up. I need me to drop.
I got my eyes on the prize.
I'ma get it, no surprise. Man.
We here for the crown.
And I'ma share it with my brothers. These keys golden, mother. Can't you see we got that vibe, boy? Sit back and relax and catch your vibe, boy. Put the hammers away, just good vibes, boy.
Make sure that the Snap Judgment show, everything they doing over there, I see you, boy.
Sit back and relax and catch your vibe, boy. Put the hammers away, just good vibes, boy.
Call your loved ones and tell them it's time to vibe, boy.
That's what you do when you walk by. You just dab real quick.
Big shout out out to Lil Sis Persian, man. I see you with these bars on this record. This is called Sean Carter. Y'all know what it is, man. Hey, this is the Mr. Exclusive Show each and every Sunday, 8 to 10 p.m., man. Let's go to work.
Feeling real New York right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta forgive me. Pressure, what up? I see you working, baby.
I'm from another time, so when I speak straight bangers, I'm a corner on the track list. Seem like they want that score. Y'all trying to save the game? Not really, but what I'm here for. I can't conform, my life has been too hard. I'm a tough girl with a rough life, my shit's been scarred. And I ain't trying to turn my shop into flowers on the low-key. I'm trying to show you that a beautiful rose could grow from concrete on my feet forever. Never knees in the dirt, then you can try me for harder. But when I squeeze it hurts, and then I miss Sean Carter, cause I swear it's like he spoke to me, but I watched him make it out, so I guess there's really hope for me. Pretty girl, long hair, shed a lot of tears. I done lost a lot of years, getting caught up in my fears of being lonesome, defeated, never leaving a mark. But the devil is alive, so the truth is a start. So I spit it from the heart, although they say I need a gimmick. But when's the last time you heard a gimmick say the spirit? My purpose is to people for Sean Carter saved me, so my essence on the track will be a miscarriage for Jay-Z.
I don't know yet, cause I ain't finished at all.
Send me the script. I'll tell you.
I ain't know when they finished.
Send me what you got.
This is probably only like, it's long, but you know, by the time.
I got a reasonable doubt when it's in doubts. And when I made a waist rock, but I let that pain out. Cause I remember 17 when it was me, Sean and Aruga, sipping Easy G, just getting shipments from you. My first broken heart, knocks, Laura couldn't kill me. Rest in peace, Donnie. It's the part of you that built me, and that's why I keep it moving. Even when I think I'm losing, they saying I'm too hard. They ain't acknowledging my bruises. I be smiling from the storm, but I ain't drowning in my thunder. The game ain't never had a tip. From the S-A-double.
You faking and making it.
I'ma get out of here.
Samsung's and iPhones like this.
Samsung's killing out.
Do remember the home artist right now. If you're trying to get your music on the business, so it's real simple, man. Send the MP3 format, label artist name and song title, and we'll get that thing in the air where it's fair. Make sure it's clean though, man. It's a family show. We out here working tonight. Let's go. Fleetwood Fred, I see you. East Side, stand up. Let's go.
Turn me down a little bit more than
Lots of time.
Go out there, do it.
Go out there, come on. Come on. You know, sometimes we're not prepared for adversity.
County Road, I see you. Glenwood, I see you. Boulder Crest, I see you. Columbia Drive, what's really good? Let's go to work, man. Fleetwood, what up, homie?
Well, he ain't mad as he just did not try the 22s. I would need another lift, get to put the inches under you. I spend my money and my time on the design and the frame. Bad with mustard on the ties, and I replied to keep it plain. You know I need a favor, and I know it's kinda late. Got a yellow on my phone that's coming through around about day. So she from out of town, and want me to show the way. I'ma need them extra inches shining just to show her how I play.
Hey, this record lit, man. This record lit. This is Atlanta right here. This is Atlanta really sound like for real, but it's supposed to sound like, man. It's like if you came here like late 90s, you know what I'm saying, the early 2000s, and when you pull off, you know what I'm saying, at a light, and you hear that, you know, from the Dungeon Family, or, you know what I'm saying, the Outkast, you know what I mean, this is what Atlanta sounds like, you know what I mean? Shout out to Fleetwood, man, I see you.
No doubt, both of us, Big L, too sharp. She a fan of Outkast and Tupac, and even at me in and I was too sharp. Jumped on the brown, the next stop, my place. We talk bigger than Bone Thugs and Scarface. She got lit when I played a little crate, and then UGK got her the first base, followed by some Marvin Gaye. Exclusive. She was sipping sangrias, and he didn't say it got me alright. Tryna be working tonight, man. Under me, lovely, when I'm in my 20s.
Make sure you follow us on Instagram, man. The Mr. Exclusive Show. Let's go.
Chick that I be playing for, not bipolar, but no ISO. So I ain't older with a nice roll, but I ain't rolling, stay nice.
Y'all can see we got that homie. Moved out home in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything working in the building, you know what I'm saying? Live all over the place. Chris Luke showing on Facebook Live. You know what we're doing. So I can be lit a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We do a little something like that. Crazy came back, though. I've been seeing you working though, my boy. I've been seeing you working.
Like the blunder, hop in the corner. And by this time, my Chevrolet is doing numbers. I make a wonder how I've been moving so cool. Can't walk around some wood like baby, this how we do. Yeah, in my city.
She decided not to be.
B Morgan, what's really good, man? Brand new record featuring Ronnie Allen, man, called Who Do You Love? Let's go to work right here on the Mr. Exclusive Show, baby.
Is it Holmes or Holmes?
Holmes, H-O-L-M-E-S. Yeah.
In the club, screaming out back to your love. No IG, thought of these broads. I said, when y'all coming home? Yeah, y'all wanna finna flex. If I'm with you, then I'm finna sex. I don't apologize for nothing in the past. Bad boy, I'm puppy, comes in the flesh. Like, oh no, DJ.
Hey, it's cool when you doing it all the way through with the list and the credits or whatever, because they show you everybody's license already. You know what I mean?
Oh, you talking about when you show up that thing? I didn't do that.
Yeah. Nah, all you do is put the names down there, right? You submit it, they go through and they show you everybody on the list that's already.
YouTube do that by listening to the music.
Yeah, what I'm saying, that's what they do. That's pretty cool. They can see that already.
But that means that anybody that show up on that list, that means there's less money you get when it's monetized.
Yeah.
The money goes to them.
Yeah.
Well, if you monetize it, the money goes to them.
Yeah. Chris Jones, what's going on, homie? I see you working. Appreciate you checking in, my boy. Savannah, what's really good? Hey, just let me know, my boy. You know you always got a seat at my table, homie. We working tonight. You know the Kingdom Party started 9 o'clock, man. I got you locked and loaded with that record. I'm free, man. Renee Carter, what up? I see you, Jonathan Winfield, what up? Appreciate you check in, man. Everybody out here tonight. Make sure y'all stay tuned, man. Boom Down Homes is in the building, man. It's gonna be live. It's gonna be official. This is the Mr. Exclusive Show, baby.
Somebody named Simone Holmes.
I am. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
So you've been on my friends list for about a year now, right? We've been friends on Facebook about a year.
Mr. Exclusive Show.
I type every time I type in Boom Down.
Yeah, the homie Boom Down Homes is live in the building, man. Alabama's in the building, man. Silver side of the award-winning artist, man. Right now, yeah.
What song is this, man?
That's not beautiful right here. Let's go.
Ain't it nice? Ain't it wonderful? This is life. Just to be me. Or just to be you. Ain't it beautiful? Ain't it nice? Ain't it wonderful? This is life. Just to be me. Or just to be you. I pull up with that hula, pull up with that yak. A barbershop boy, just fooling in the back. I could let the doors get open, don't matter after that. See, it's gon' go way down. Who cares how you react? At the church, watching boy, we know it. We still blowing. You can't stop me, see that we showing. We still glowing in the sunlight when the sunshine falls. We still going under moonlight till the midnight call. Lord, ain't it beautiful? Ain't it nice? Ain't it wonderful? This is life. Just to be me. Or just to be you.
Ain't it beautiful? Ain't this beautiful? Ain't this feel good right here, though?
Ain't it nice?
Gotta feel good right here. like the way it feels. You know what I mean? Don't too many records make you feel a certain type of way. Other than angry and one thing. Right here make you. I'm cool, man.
Who ain't been on the compression, can't let that good get you. I'm butting no pipe, how about make some diamond instead? It's in your head, the grill smoke and people get fed. Everyday life, drunken late night, turn the day night. She gon' play right, after play fight, she so grown and sexy. Me, I'm here to tell it. See, it is a blessing and curse, within stress and its worth. And when 2 hours I first, it was too sour at first, but now it's too sweet. Still on hate the street, you can find me at the round table. And if you lost, it's that we can get you found table. But at this moment, it's that no, you can't sit down table.
It was too sour at first, but now it's too sweet. Still on hate the street, you can find me at that round table. And if you lost, it's that we can get you found table. But at this moment, it's that no, you can't sit down table.
89,
Appreciate the check in.
ain't wonderful. This is life, just to be me. Let me know,
Just to be you. Be you, man. I promise you, beautiful, man. You ain't got to be
ain't wonderful. This is life.
You got something real good, you know what I mean? That's all right. You got something real good. You got something to the wire, you know what I mean?
It was too sour at first, but now it's too sweet. Still on hate the street, you can find me at that round table. And if you lost, it's that we can get you fine table. But at this moment, it's that no, you can't sit down table.
Ain't it nice? Ain't it wonderful? This is life.
AUMA Radio. Our voice, your future.
Yep, make sure you download that EMA Radio app right now in your place so to listen live and on the go. Right now, we got the homie Boom Dot Holmes in the building. Alabama is in the building.
Let me do it.
Ain't it beautiful? Ain't it nice? Just to be me.
Or just to be you.
Hey, listen, man. I think a lot of people really need to get a hold of that. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Because I don't think a lot of people are comfortable in themselves, man. Like I think this record really just tells people to be comfortable. Like, listen, it's beautiful for me to be me. And it's beautiful for you to be you. Like it's okay to be okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you ain't gotta try to be nothing but who you are, and everything gonna work out all right. You know what I'm saying? I think it's when we start trying to be like other people is when things start not working out. What you think about it?
Say word. Amen.
Hey man, that's coming. That's coming. Hey, what's been good, man? You've been working real hard, man. You know what I'm saying? Doing what you do. Alabama Music Awards, man.
Hey man, it was a blessing this time.
My boy been grinding. My boy been grinding, man. Listen. You walked out with what? 2 of them things?
2 of them things.
2 of them things?
Yeah.
2 of them things? Hey, listen, man. Now,
Third time's a charm, they say.
Absolutely. I mean, they
got
gotta see you eventually, man. Like you can't just see me out here doing what I'm doing for my people. Like I ain't out here doing this for me. I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? Because you rep Alabama like real heavy, homie. Like everywhere you go. So I know you put them on your back, man. How you feel about where you at right now?
Man, I love where I am, man. It's like I'm at a funny point because of how long I've been here and how long it took for me to get to this little bit that I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love it because I'm right where I'm supposed to be.
See, and that's a humble statement because a lot of people look on the social media, they see what you did and what you obtained as a lot. But I've been where you going. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Experience what you already experienced. You know what I mean? So I know like that's just a drop in the bucket. Like to an artist that know what the bigger picture is. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause a lot of people only see I'm this and I'm that and I got that now. But hold on.
Yeah, just wait, man. You know, it all makes sense in the end.
Yeah. Now, how long have you really just been grinding with the music, man? Just so people get an idea, because again, this was your 3rd year with the Alabama Music Awards, and you finally came out, and not with 1, but 2. What 2 awards did you get?
Well, I got 1 as a solo artist for the Alabama hottest male hip hop artist.
Okay.
And then I got 1 for the label Way Down Entertainment for having the hottest movement, male or female.
Yeah.
So we've been working and people been seeing it, and thanks to all the supporters who participated in the voting process, who chimed in and, you know what I'm saying, made their statements known and shared posts and liked posts and showed up for this and showed up for that and donated to this and donated to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a real big shout out to everybody that helped me get here, because like you just said,
It's not just about me.
Yeah.
My music, me starting to make music, never started about me.
Yeah, and that's what we gotta do with almost every situation that we got going on in life. Like understand, like it's not even about us. Like me sitting right here, right now, doing this ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I get to take advantage of it, of some of the things that come with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I can't get wrapped up in those little small things that come with it because there's something bigger that I'm supposed to be doing for somebody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of people lose musically because they turn on the TV and they see big change, fancy cars, nice houses, all the pretty women, you know what I mean?
Right.
They're like, yo, I want that, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But you got a voice at the end of the day. What you gonna do with your voice?
What you gonna do with your voice?
What you doing with your voice?
And then those, like, I can't really speak on too much about too many people because I just stay in my lane, stay in my business, but that's why I feel like a lot of people get caught up in the game or the industry, you know, that they see what this is and what it's supposed to be as opposed to actually just doing it because it's your passion. Like, whether I'm still working my job, like I'm gonna leave here, I'm going to a job tomorrow.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Righteously.
Likewise.
But, I'll be doing this regardless of the stature or status or opinions. That passion is just a gift that I feel like I have and I have to do something with it. But if it was always from Jump Street just about what I saw somebody else doing on TV, then it'll be like any other job or any other profession that you find yourself in that you don't want to be in and it always feels like work or a job.
How hard was it for you to just get started originally, like doing music? Like, was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna do this and just keep going? Or was like, I don't even know how to get started. I'm just, I don't know.
Yeah, it was pretty much like, I don't know. It was just kind of like, yeah, when it first kind of hit, like, yeah, this your vibe, this it, this me, and I'm gonna rock with this, regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do, you know, the life stuff and work and whatever, and pay some bills and try to build and whatever. But pretty much all of that is just so I can make sure I'm able to be comfortably creating and comfortably doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Now I asked you this the last time that you were here, but for everybody who didn't see the last interview a couple years ago,
right?
What's a recording session like with Going Back Home? Like what's the vibe? What's the atmosphere gotta be like? You know what I'm saying? Because like listen, man, listen, I know rappers when I see them. You don't come off as a rapper when I see you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I know you're a rapper. You see what I'm saying? Like I know you are an artist versus a rapper.
Right.
I know rappers. Like I've been downstairs to open the doors for rappers. Like they got the big chains on, the flashy belt buckles, and all of that. Oh, you're a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I see you. I see an artist. Like I'm ready to create something. Like I'm gonna do what I do just like this. We don't need to do all the extra stuff. You know what I mean?
Man, it's pretty much like that. You know, it's just that vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's like a recording session, if I know I'm going to do work on this particular track, then I'm already in a particular mode.
Yeah.
But if I just have like an idea and I don't really know exactly what it's going to be, then that could be a whole different type of session.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You like a lot of people in the room with you, or you just like if you're not working, you.
It kind of depends, but it's always going to be just certain people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It won't be like, if I'm doing a boondock track or a way down entertainment track, it's just for us, or for myself or whatnot. It'll pretty much be like just a certain vibe of people.
Right.
But if I'm just doing a feature on something with someone, or shout out to Akabin, where I first started kind of recording again down in Troy. If he's doing something and it's just a vibe, it's just kind of some artists hanging out, then I don't mind that, you know, because it's all artists. It's a whole different type of vibe. But if it's just a way down vibe, like way down in the session tonight, Boondock recording, or Bangs, shout out to Bangs, they recording tonight or something like that, then it could get kind of escalated quite quickly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
One thing
but it be all love, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. One thing leads to another type thing. That's what's up, man. Now I got two bangers. Of course, we just played one. Is there a project coming? Like what you doing? Because you seem to be very calculated on the music that you release. Because I've seen some things you've done on Instagram. I'm like, yo, send me that. You won't send it, but you send me records that you know are like radio ready, man. And I appreciate that.
Right.
A lot of artists don't understand that. And you really know how to work a record. So are you putting together an album right now, or is just kind of you playing it by ear with these singles?
Well, what I'm doing, like the singles kind of come from an idea that I was putting together for, say per se, mixtape.
Yeah.
Maybe an EP, could start an album.
Yeah.
But
you know, as the game goes, you learn so much and you get different information. You handle business differently.
Absolutely.
And so once I got to this is how I got to handle this business. So I got this work because I got work from probably 15 years ago. That's like
right.
But it's just been in my little area right now in Troy, but it's ready to go. You know what I'm talking about? But I know it got to be, you know what I'm saying, you got to move a certain way, or at least as far as people being reintroduced or new people getting introduced to who I am or what I am. So it's got to be, you know.
Yeah, because I don't think there's such thing as old music, you know what I mean? Like,
right, it's either music or not.
Yeah, like, and it may not be for a particular time, like, you may be so far ahead of yourself and you don't even know it and be like, man, but then you play it right now and be like, oh, this thing will go right now. Like I can put this out right now. Like, you heard this, you know what I'm saying?
I got a couple of those joints.
I got a couple too. I got a couple of them things.
We're going to drop them.
Hey, man, listen.
You know what I'm talking about?
Listen, official.
Okay.
Listen, so no project in mind right now. We just moving on.
Right now, man, like I got so many collabs.
I like exclusive. That's what I'm digging right now.
I got so many collabs that I got to catch up on. Like shout out to Andy Carter, MMA fighter, about to come out.
Okay.
Professional fighter. I'm doing a promo track for them. Mo Production.
Love it.
I got still got work to do with Cash Junkie over at Icon Studio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of feature work that I gotta get to, because those people show love and support the whole time for whatever.
Yeah.
And I gotta make sure I hold up my end of the bargain. I get me so bogged down trying to keep up with the rat race of the business part of it.
Right.
And way down entertainment and promoting and because I'm real old school. I'm from the country. You know, I do represent Roberta, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? And Troy, Alabama.
Hey.
You know what I mean? So a lot of this social stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, you know, do it when necessary. But I can't. I'm not gonna be there every time you want to know what I'm eating or.
Right. Ain't nobody got time.
When I walk out the door and get in the truck to go to, I'm just going to get a black and Instagram post and ball.
Listen, like my boy LA is real radical on Facebook. Like a lot of people, either you love him or hate him. There's no in between.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But he put something up the other day that was real thought provoking, and it wasn't even thought provoking. It was just like, yeah, you're absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you going live with 0 viewers? You know what I'm saying? You ain't got nothing to talk about. You just live on Facebook, looking, talking to nobody. Like, this don't even make sense. Like, you ain't even got no business going live. Like, it's not for everybody. Everybody will do the camera. You know what I mean? Like, you know. But I think that's the balance with growth and development, you know what I'm saying? Right. Because you know we automatically gonna grow, you know what I'm saying? Like a baby's automatically gonna grow up. Yo, baby is gonna automatically grow up, but you know what I'm saying? It takes exercise and, you know what I'm saying, learning things and acquiring skills to actually develop into a thing, you know what I mean? Like, because you can be grown and not be an adult, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of grown kids.
Yeah, exactly. Out here playing, out here still playing. Like, and you can see it on your timeline. Like, you can go on Facebook right now, scroll your timeline, and the first 50 things is gonna be people playing. You know what I'm saying?
But all that, in my opinion, some of all that is just part of a bigger game. Keep people distracted from other stuff.
Distraction.
You know what I'm saying?
Distraction.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. So, any more shows coming up?
October 19th, Troy, Alabama, the Fed Up Experience. Shout out to the playwright Fed Up Show. She's doing an award show in Troy, Alabama. It'll be the first of its kind. And give you a little rundown on Fed Up Show. I don't want to say her name wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know, you know what I'm saying, it's tricky with me with them names. Michaela. Derek, get me right. Which one? Michaela.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying? Charged to my mind, not my heart.
That right.
But she done plays, you know what I'm saying? And took them around the Pike kind of area. She actually took them to Mobile, Dothan, Montgomery.
Yeah.
She does plays, she write plays, and she puts the play show together. She probably the next Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, you know what I'm saying? She
Right.
My small town, but she's putting together an award show and for the Wiregrass area, and that's on October the 19th in Troy, Crosby Theater. You know, 5 o'clock, red carpet. Pull up.
anytime you say theater, you know it's gonna be epic. It's gonna be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we definitely gonna make sure we keep y'all posted on that. Listen, man, you know I got this record. Hey, man, people love this record. You know what I'm saying? I had one lady say like, yo, my daughter's in here dancing this record like on Facebook Live. You know what I'm saying? But what was the inspiration behind this record? Like I see it and automatically I'm automatically amen all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm just out there like that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
What's your motivation for this particular record, man?
It was kind of like at this point, I just wanted to give homage to the Most High.
Absolutely.
To, you know, whatever name that anybody, you know, recognizes the Most High frequency as. That was kind of like, regardless of my situation, I'm appreciative of the situation that it is, because it could be something else.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And that was pretty much the motivation. I heard the track, and automatically that's all I heard, and it just caught me. You know what I mean? So then that's what came out.
Yeah.
I
mean, it works on so many different levels. Yeah. You know what I mean? And again, it's one of them, like, you got vibe records. Like, we not finna kill nobody, we finna barbecue, we finna chill and just talk, you know what I'm saying, do what we do, you know what I mean, and that's...
we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
That ain't what we want to do, we want to build.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's a whole... I see people all the time talking about the paradigm is shifting, and the new mentality is coming, the awakening and all that, and you know, from Jump Street, that's what I always want to be part of, you know what I'm saying, something positive and building, so, you know, we're not gonna glorify that.
Right,
I can't say that's not real, you know what I'm saying, in certain people aspects of their lives, but I don't live that, and I don't pursue that, but don't get it twisted. I live and exist in a very real world.
Right. And the more you give attention to a thing, the more it's gonna grow, you know what I'm saying, into what you've been giving attention to, you know what I mean? So if you wanna shift the attention, like I see so many artists talk opposite of what they rap, you know what I mean?
And that's the thing. See, like when I'm in certain places, I can't go live. I can't, you know what I'm saying, when I'm chilling with certain people or we, you know what I'm saying, there's no live, there's no, you know what I'm saying, because it's real.
Right,
you know
absolutely.
And if you, and I'm not saying it's a big thing called real or unreal or fake or whatever. I'm just saying it's at that moment it's reality, and you have to understand the situation that you are in. So in that real situation or that real environment that we are in, we don't do live. We don't do.
But that's that's growth and development, because it ain't even about being real or unreal. That's just understanding my situation and what I got going on right now. I'm a little bit more mature and a little bit more of an adult to just go live every time I feel like it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm born that, I'm the artist, man, nah, we chilling right now, that ain't necessary, right, you know what I'm saying? We do when it's time to do that, we'll do that. We gotta separate some things though, you know what I mean?
So that's how you get a lot of talent. You don't do no talent.
Facts. That's where the talent come from, man.
A lot of them.
And they say folks is telling on them.
And like you say, you know what I'm saying, I seen on a couple of things where some guys they got locked up for shooting a video. You know what I'm saying? And I understand the necessity of wanting your video to be real. Yeah. But you have to understand there's certain things because they all watch.
But don't do that and then turn around and say who told.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like I see that all the time. Like I saw the video, y'all was doing what y'all was doing. They bagged you for the thing, you know what I mean? And you're like, oh, y'all be snitching. Oh, like, you just did that.
Nah, bro, you put that.
Yeah, you put that out there. So that was your video, came from your account.
You didn't get hacked. Alluding to when I said like all of this is like some of that distraction type thing, but it's also information gathering. Yeah, that's the whole difference. Right. Listen, this intel. Like, understand what you doing. You know what I'm saying? Everything has its reason, so everything has its purpose. Understand that, and keep it moving.
Absolutely. And that's why you say amen. Man, listen, introduce this record, man.
Man, it's your boy Boom.Holmes, Way Down Entertainment. It's my new latest single, Amen. Yeah.
Let's go to work.
It's time for a Mr. Exclusive world premiere. AYE exclusive.
Amen. Yeah.
This is the live version, man. Amen. Right here on the Mix Show. Let's go to work.
Cause they ain't kill, they don't even know my name here. Well, first of all, they ain't confident. Bump fame, make that thing clear. No budget fuck, I'm on my one, two.
Everybody visit, what up, we live. Going down home, amen. Where can they pick this up at, man?
Man, so iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, Tidal. You probably ain't really what you want to get, man.
Go down home,
anytime you feel it,
at Boom Down Home, Facebook, Boom Down Home, Twitter, at Boom Down Home, email, at Boom Down Home, at email.com. What's on my video, man? My partner, one there, I forgot to shout out.
We got you back on the mic. I'm from the stick. She play with my stick. She got me in here. Not cause I'm rich, not cause I'm slick. Cause she really, really want to. Don't wanna see her come show me that all. Never side the corner, it's matter of fact, that's it. I ain't even trying to floss. To the final call, my dog. My mama did with my cousin.
You know what they say, so I can put it out there. I got you, man.
Ain't no budget here.
Kimberly, what up? Snap Judgment, what up? I see you, homie. You working tonight. This is the Message News Show. Every Sunday, 10 p.m. Boom Down Home in the building. Right here, live in the river, the Facebook Live broadcast brought to you by Carolina Custom Cakes and Restoration. And the Everybody Vision Network is brought to you by Gridiron 24/7 Fitness. Combine magazine is all over. That thing we working. Underground hit list in the building, man. Y'all know how we work. Let's go.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Amen. Amen. On the old junkie table, where my dad used to cook, I was standing on the stall with a dog cup of liquor. Then the rhythm caught the beat, and the beat caught the rhythm. And my heart got filled and motivated. Damn, I really do miss him. Many lessons learned when daddy talk. Make me wanna move like daddy walk. Bigger shoes, it's hard to feel. Daddy couldn't cable off. Damn, I gotta get the label off. Money a little funny, a little strange. Can you stand the rain? Old edition with new plays. Sweat like you tryna make it last. You know what I'm talking about?
You know what I like? Boomed Out for real though. Talk to why I say amen.
Talk to me.
Cause this ain't a Mr. Exclusive show, right?
Right.
So I get to do pretty much whatever I want to do.
For sure.
I think we're gonna play this song from the top again. What you think?
Let's go.
Amen. Let's go to work.
Amen. Amen. Let me do it. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, we working tonight, baby.
Amen.
Amen.
I guess it's my fault, cause they ain't kill. They don't even know my name here. Well, first of all, they ain't confident. Bump fame, make that thing clear. No budget bump it. I'm on my 1-2. Cause that's what one do. Hold it down in the middle of the road, while in the hood, and make it look fun too. Son who cut like Ginsu, new suit, right early on this Sunday. I hope everybody can't trump enough. This probably ain't really what you walk for, but you'll get it. Front and center, you'll witness a different service with a certain purpose. Every time that you feel it, amen. 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 Yeah. Amen. Amen. Cause I came here. Amen. Cause I stayed. Amen. Cause the first video. Amen. For the game. Amen. 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 I'm from the country. I'm from the woods. I'm from the stick. She play with my stick. She want me to hit. Not cause I'm rich. Not cause I'm slick. Cause she really, really want to. Don't exist in her conversation at all. Never side the point, just a matter of fact, that's it. I ain't even trying to floss. Till the final call, my dog. My mama, them with my cousin, them it's law. Bleed my blood for them, it's law. That's on the judge and hill. Ain't no budget here, no politics, no gimmicks. From scrimmage, ain't no fix here for no gimmicks. Ain't no people here to do this. Ain't no people here for this shit. Ain't no people here to just live. It was written here if I spit it. Amen. Man, it feel good. It feel good. Amen. I love to see like this. Amen. Build it up. That's the old table. My daddy was built. I was standing on the stall. The dog couple of
There's an understanding we gotta respect the process. Being kind of real big. That's why you got to stay down good. Keep getting up every time you sit down like you never get comfortable. You know what I mean? Right. You never get right. You got to get comfortable with the work out.
You gotta get your label off. Money a little funny, a little strange. And you stand the rain. All the distance with new plays. When like you trying to make it last. Still right here with a strong pain. Hold on to me. Still right here. Amen.
Nico, what up? I see you working tonight. Amen.
Amen, cause Kenya. Amen, cause Shay. Amen, cause Perfect. Amen for the game. Amen. 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 Amen, cause Kenya. Amen, cause Shay. Amen, cause Perfect. Amen for the game. Amen. Amen.
Yeah, that is definitely amen to that record, man. That is amen, man, right here on the Best Exclusive Show. By the homie Boom.Homes, man. Tell them where they can find that record at, man.
Man, it is right now on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, Tidal. Man, there's so many of them joints out there I can't even name, man. All you gotta do is look it up. I promise you, Google that Boom.Homes, amen. Go to iTunes, Spotify, all those major platforms is there. YouTube Music is there.
Listen, now, how can they follow you on social media? You know what I mean? Because I know they're trying to see. Like, he was a little confused, you know what I mean? He was trying to figure out who was who. You know what I mean? He thought that was your cousin. He thought that guy was your cousin, but that was you.
Yeah, and for me, I said I am Saran Home.
Yeah.
I said that because of the movie. Everything as far as my artist stage name, man, you can follow the music, find me. My Instagram is at Boom.Homes. On YouTube, now there's two separate YouTubes.
Okay.
Boom.Homes is the artist page. But you know what I'm saying, there is a page for Saran Homes, and that's just me. That's
Right.
Homes, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta look at the profile pic, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I mean, if you get one, you get the other, and just make sure you follow both and in tune with both. Saran Homes, CERRONE, Boondock, BOONDOCK, Homes, HOLMES, Twitter, you know, all of that stuff is at Boon.Homes, BOONDOCKHOLMES. Email me something, man. Y'all producers, y'all other artists, man, anybody, man, DM me. My email is boon.homes@gmail.com. I love collaborating and working. Matter of fact, it's somebody else I gotta get you to meet. He up here.
Okay.
Jay Sky.
Okay.
I don't know if you're familiar with him, but Jay Sky, the Heartbreak Kid, Sauce Poppy, the King of Vibes. We gonna post sit down and do some talking, man. But he's a real righteous artist you might tune into.
Put me on. I got him. I got a seat for him. Also, I gotta give a shout out to K Chill, man, for introducing me to you.
Yeah,
you know
shout out, man.
Chill Zone ENT, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
That's the big homie, man. Like, I've been with him for years, man, and listen, he's one of the greatest dudes I probably ever met, you know what I'm saying? Like, here, just as far as the natural character, like he is as advertised, you know what I mean?
You was asking me about the Amen visuals or whatnot, and I was like, well, my partner Wardell.
Right.
Wardell Richardson over at WCG, Hollywood of the South. They got Hollywood talk show, but I met him through a KT opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He'll put some together real quick.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Like real quick, like.
Gotta give a shout out to him. You know
and you got to perform at the third annual Actors Awards as well. Yeah, that was pretty amazing.
Yeah, I was there. I was here. We was down at is it Fusion? KC had us at Fusion, you know what I'm saying? Quite a couple of different places he had us, you know what I'm saying? Gave us the opportunity to meet other people that are still leading to other opportunities.
That's what it's about, man. Once you get in the room, it's your show. And I mean, like, it's up to you to make these relationships. Like, that person has already done what they did. They did everything they said they was gonna do. I brought you to the water. Now you're gonna drink. You know what I mean? Period. Like, I can't hold you. And that's why a lot of people fall off because they get in a situation they think that person is going to continue to carry them. Nah. Showed you the game, gave you the game. What you gonna do with it? You know what I mean?
See, like rightfully, I met K Chill at the second Alabama Music Award.
You
know what I'm saying? So we still building and working off of the first time, the second time. Every time you go somewhere, artists. Every time you go somewhere and meet people, man, meet people and work that for you. You know what I mean? Every opportunity is another opportunity within itself.
Facts.
So opportunities really never stop once you get that one. It's just about you, how you handle that.
Absolutely, man. And listen, I appreciate that, Jew, right there, real quick. I appreciate you for coming through. Hold on, man. We got a caller, man.
I appreciate you having me, man.
Caller, what's good? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, so I'm just calling. I wanted to request the song "I'll Rise Again" by Sept, featuring Old Name.
All right, it'll be on 9 o'clock. In the 9 o'clock hour, just stay tuned. The Kingdom Party is coming up right here in a minute, but we appreciate you. What's your name and where you calling from?
All right, call from Van Store.
I appreciate you, man. We'll get that thing on for you 9 o'clock hour. Let's go to work.
All right, appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you for coming through, man.
Man, I appreciate you having me again.
Hey, you already know what it is, man. I told you, man, once you sit at this table with your family, you know what I'm saying? You can always eat, you know what I mean? There's definitely pressure eating tonight, you know what I'm saying? Doing what we do. You know what I'm saying? We on the Ever Vision Network, we on Facebook Live, we all over the place, man. It's real star-studded in here tonight, you know what I mean? So we appreciate the looks, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, but I'm gonna definitely get with you, homie. Again, thank you for coming through, man.
No problem, anytime.
All love. Make sure I get that new music first, man. I gotta have them exclusives, man.
For sure, I got you.
Itching. I'm like a junkie for new music, you know what I mean?
Right if I didn't, right?
Facts. Hey, Boondock Homes, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you follow them all over the place and get this record right now wherever music is sold. Amen. What up, man?
On the old junkie table, where my daddy used to pill. I was standing on the stall with a dog couple of
Right now, what up? I see you.
And the beat come the rhythm. And my heart got feeling and motivated. Damn, I really do listen. Man, listen, learn when daddy talk. Make me wanna move like daddy walk. Big shoes and hard to fit. Damn, daddy come a cable out. Damn, I gotta get this label out. Run a little fight. Oh, we real strange. We got like 3 plays. Stand the rain. Only bitches with new plays. Like you, sit right here with your own man. Baby, hold on to me. Sit right here. Hey, man.
Yeah, well, definitely get the video stuff worked out.
Amen. Amen. Came here. Amen. Stay. Amen. Amen for the game. Amen.
I like to roll up at tables real quick.
Listen, man. It's slightly past 9 o'clock, so y'all know what time it is. Certified Bangers, the Kingdom Party has begun. The best in Christian hip-hop music on the planet. I promise you that. Listen, all my Christian hip-hop artists, it's real simple. Send that music MP3 format, label artist name and song title to the Mr. Exclusive Show at gmail.com. We gonna bless the streets, get that thing in the airways fed. Right now, let's go to work, baby.
Yo, this your boy Bobby Bandito from Bandito Music. It's God's plan, it's God's music. And you're tuned into the Mr. Exclusive Show, only on AUMA Radio. Let's go. See, I was always being stuck in my own ways. Strictly relying on the streets, the game, and my home maze. Until my hand could touch the wall, I had to look both ways. Now all I do is count my blessings up and give more praise. See, I was always being stuck in my own ways. Strictly relying on the streets, the game, and my home maze. Until my hand could touch the wall, I had to look both ways. Now all I do is count my blessings up and give more praise. Right here, and I'm counting them up. Blessings on blessings, ain't no giving up. The Lord, he came through and he blessed me and punished me heavily. Brother, he lifted me up. He taking me higher and higher and out of the fire and into that place where he dwell. And pulling them demons up off of my back and he taking and sending them right back to hell. His word is the truth and the promises that he had given to Abraham. All of them saying to bless his descendants and I'm a descendant who's faithful and headed right into that land. Along with my family members, my friends and their families. I pray that they can all hear. No matter the reason, no matter the season, ain't no way I'm leaving. I wanna from here. I was always being stuck in my own way. Strictly relying on the streets, the game, and my home maze. Until my hand could touch the ball, I had to look both ways. Now all I do is count my blessings up and give more praise. See, I was always being stuck in my own way. Strictly relying on the streets, the game, and my home maze. Until my hand could touch the ball, I had to look both ways. Now all I do is count my blessings up and give more praise. the same thing that you going through. And do the same thing that you about to go do. You feel like ain't no other way but the way that you do it, no matter what anyone say. You getting that paper, ain't worried about haters as long as you take care of you and your fam. But one thing you missing, the plan and the mission that Jesus had for you will not get you jammed. I seen it firsthand how they take us away and they breaking our families down. When he came to give us a life more abundantly, promise us that we be heavenly bound. Well, don't take the bait of the enemy. Enemies, they only coming to kill and destroy. Our heavenly Father restores and brings peace to our families. Happiness comes and joy. I was always being stubborn, stuck in my own ways. Strictly relying on the streets, the game, and my home ways. Until my day can touch the ball, I had to live both ways. But all I do is count my blessings up and give more praise. See, I was always being stubborn, stuck in my own ways. Strictly relying on the streets, the game, and my home ways. Until my day can touch the ball, I had to live both ways. Now all I do is count my blessings up and give more praise. Now we sure all know that following our own ways don't always do it. It says in Proverbs, once but twice does he say, there is a way which seems right to a man, and appears straight before him, but his end is the way of death. And then again in Proverbs, he tells us to trust in the Lord with all of our hearts and lean not into your own understanding. It's gotta be his way. See, I was always being stubborn, stuck in my own ways. Strictly relying on the streets, the game, and my home ways. Until my back had touched the wall, I had to look both ways. Now all I do is count my blessings up and give more praise. See, I was always being stubborn, stuck in my own ways. Strictly relying on the streets, the game, and my home ways. Until my back had touched the wall, I had to look both ways. Now all I do is count my blessings up and give more praise.
Go around that way. Next over there. Should be on
Combine Magazine. Let's combine. For features and ads, find us on Facebook or Instagram at Combine Magazine.
Do remember the Mr. Exclusive Show is brought to you by Combine Magazine each and every week, man. Go over to Mad Cloud right now for the latest editions, the latest issues, man. Combine Magazine. You trying to get in that thing, man? Holla at the boy, Mr. Exclusive, man. Email the Mr. Exclusive Show at gmail.com right now to find out how to get on the cover or how to get your thing featured in there, man. Let's go to work. Blame boy, I see you. I thank God too, homie. Let's go.
I thank God, yeah, just for the day, yeah, forget about tomorrow. Most of these days, they full of sorrow.
Listen, all my Christian hip-hop artists, you know what time it is, man. Send that music to the Mr. Exclusive Show at gmail.com. Leave artist name and song title.
But I thank God.
We'll get that thing in the air where it's fair. MP3 format, baby. I got you. We gon' bless these streets. Right now, you listen to Blame Boy, man. I thank God. You should too. Let's go.
I think of your ways, that I didn't follow. I'm feeling hollow, but I thank God. Stuck in your ways was the best height. Headed to a place where we don't die. Well, I wanna play on the world site. Never should've stayed on the block hiding, backsliding. Wish I would've kept fighting. Never should've let pride outside it. Did my own thing, it was exciting. Wasn't prepared for the backbiting. Fire got hot and it kept climbing. I don't know why, I was just diving. Why does this life feel like dying? Don't wanna be here, keep trying. Say I'm okay when I keep lying. Wanna throw towel, but I keep rhyming. Keep grinding, on assignment. Couple dark days, but I don't mind it. Know that one day I'ma be the finest. Fall back, pray to a God timeless. Won't let the dark side sign us. Don't let the old man find us. Carry him, dig a hole, bury him. Ain't scared of him, go so very dim. Worship God here with the seraphim. Incorruptible seed, thank God. Yeah, just for the day, yeah. Forget about tomorrow. Most of these days, they full of sorrow. I think of your ways that I didn't follow. I'm feeling hollow, but I thank God. Yeah, just for the day, yeah. Forget about tomorrow. Most of these days, they full of sorrow. I think of your ways that I didn't follow.
lot of things I don't wanna mention. Been a lot of places that I never should have visited. Yeah, I've been to jail, but I've never been to prison.
Welcome to the Kingdom Party.
Got my head to the sky, cause I need hope. I done came a long way, but got some water to go. Seem to find me on this dark road. Do I need you more now than I did before? Let me get some breath, yeah, I need a minute. Rest in peace to the ones that I lost in it. So many names that I can't mention. Pray to God that I see you when I get to heaven. So then faith comes by hearing him. And if I'm walking by faith, I don't need vision. If I make it through the night, count it as a blessing. Cause tomorrow I ain't promised, I ain't even stressing. Dear God, walk with me every day. I need you to talk to me every day. It's kinda hard trying to keep my faith. I'ma trust in you anyway. And be my peace when it's storm. And give me comfort when I'm lonely. You can man do it for a night. But joy coming in early in the morning.
Just for the day, forget about tomorrow. Most of these days, they full of sorrow. I think of your ways, man. I didn't follow. I'm feeling hollow, but I thank God, yeah. Just for the day, forget about tomorrow. Most of these days, they full of sorrow. I think of your ways, man. I didn't follow. I'm feeling hollow, but I thank God.
Certified bangers.
But I thank God. But I thank God.
Hey, I know this your auntie. Man, bye. What is wrong with people? Crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Whoever took the pictures there wrong. You know what I mean? You got.
It was a kid. It was a kid, I guarantee you.
Oh,
I guarantee you it was a teenager. Because ain't no adult gonna sit there and take that business like that. She ain't got nowhere to go. She ain't got nowhere to go.
I don't know. Y'all know this is Mitch. I see my homie Mark Selby, man. The big homie Mark Selby doing his thing. This is at the church. I already know what it is, man.
I was raised in the church. Ain't no walking, ain't no talking when they're praying in the church. Ain't no voting at the church. And the service
I'm definitely home.
I got you.
So you gonna interview me? You gonna interview me?
She'll start talking to my camera. It's different. Because it's my camera.
What you doing up in church? Got a handful of practice cause you hungry up in church. Leaving work, going to church, leaving school, going to church. Leave the house, say the traffic, and I'm on my way to church. Monday night at the church, choir rehearsal at the church. Wednesday night, Bible study, and we meeting at the church. Sunday morning at the church.
Sunday evening at the church.
Can you please keep it down? Then you meeting at the church.
Listen here, what's good?
Hey, at the church.
JC, what's good, man? Appreciate the check-in. We are working tonight, man.
He was teaching, I ain't hooping, I ain't shouting at the church. I was in the church, I was in my mama purse. Peppermint is all you got when you see it.
Big shout out to Rise of Hope Ministry checking in, man. We are definitely in the building doing what we does, man.
All the time to keep going first. Man, it's hot at the church, selling fans at the church, but that never on high. Man, they playing at the church, got the greeters at the church, got your ushers at the church. Better take off your hat when you're walking through the church.
He said got the ushers at the church.
Yeah, he got ushers.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
That's how you know your country. I'm real, you know what I'm saying? Ushers.
That is hilarious.
Anything on your heart, you can leave at the church. Working lot at the church, count a fool at the church. Better park in the wrist so you can
Certified bangers.
See the house, say the traffic, and I'm on my way to church. Monday night at the church, choir rehearsal at the church. Wednesday night, Bible study, and we meeting at the church. Sunday morning at the church.
Sunday evening at the church.
Can you please keep it down?
Deacon meeting at the church. Y'all know what's up, man. Y'all know how I used to be. Hey, can't never get out the church. You gotta stay in the church. Mom Deuce, what up? I see you.
Put your hand in the sky. Everybody represent like this. Let me hear you say, at the church, at the church, at the church, at the church. If you know you love your church, turn your radios up. Everybody represent like this. Let me hear you say, at the church, at the church, at the church, at the church. Leaving work, going to church, leaving school, going to church. Leave the house, say the traffic in
Mr. Exclusive Show.
Yep, y'all already know what it is, man. Shout out to my partner, my brother, man, Mark Selby, man. The whole Swiss and ENT family, man, moving that record at the church, man. As promised, a video coming up real soon. Right now, I got a special guest in the building, man. Pastor Eden Perry is here, man. Perry, excuse me, you know what I'm saying? It's in the building. We are doing what we do tonight. It's a very, very, very special interview, man, because listen, he showed up, came through last night, said he was going to come back, and he's here. How are you doing, sir?
Man, I'm blessed and highly favored of the Lord. Thank you.
Hey, I'm glad to see you here, and I'm glad you're blessed and highly favored, and you know it. You know what I mean? Everybody don't know that. You know that, right?
Sir.
Everybody know they walk around like, I don't know what's going on with me.
Now you know. Okay.
Hey. Listen, man, now, you got a lot of things going on. You know what I mean? Tell us a little bit about your ministry first.
Well, first of all, my ministry is called End Time Open Door Ministries. The headquarters is getting ready to be located here, but our church is in Kenya, Africa, and Pakistan.
Oh, wow.
How's that for size?
I was yeah, first of all, before you even go any further, how did you get there before you got here?
Well, we were doing our ministry in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I was going
Queen
around.
City?
Yeah.
I'm from North Carolina. Yeah. We working now.
And I was driving around Charlotte, man, and then trying to figure out where to start this thing. And God had me drive all over North Carolina, South Carolina, and in the midst of all that, He's moved to Atlanta. And I was like, I have no intentions of moving there.
Right. You sure?
I got a call from my record label. They were like, okay, we need you in Atlanta. I said, okay, there we go.
Right. It worked just that fast.
That's it. Moved everything here, and man, it's been nothing but positive. We did the first video here, which is a very serious video. It deals with crystal meth addiction. It's called Waiting on You.
Oh, wow.
Very serious subjects, domestic violence, all of that we put into one screenplay. Yeah. I woke up with that vision in my mind when I was asking God about the church. And He was like, you know what? This is how you're going to build the church.
Right.
And we have a very unique concept because our whole ministry is to empower people. We won't take tithes and offerings from people because everything that goes out must go into people. I believe in developing our communities, putting the word into people, but also economic empowerment to people. You know what I mean? We've got a lot of millennials that have left the church, and our purpose is to bring them back, but bring them back in a real way. Bring them back, letting them know that they have to build a relationship with their Creator. It's not Pastor Pyramid's church. It's not whoever. It's God's church. God loves you, and we preach 100% love, man.
That's the subject line and foundation for the right now is the relationship. You see what I'm saying? It's been preached around so much. Some people have preached away from it, and some people have just preached right around it, not really hitting it, but they've been right there, you know what I mean? And now some people are picking up on it, man. That relationship is what carries us throughout this whole process. That relationship is what we lean on, you know what I mean? I can't tell anybody something about you that I don't know, you know what I'm saying? And I can't expect you to do anything that I don't know about you, you see what I'm saying? So I can't trust in you to do something if I don't know anything about you, when it starts with getting in His Word and understanding what He has for you, man. So I think that's definitely a great thing, man.
And to just piggyback on the whole relationship piece, people don't understand, and this is probably why we have a relationship crisis among singles and married folk.
Yeah.
Your marriages are, dissipating by the numbers,
Yeah, absolutely.
Nobody even wants
it's
to
not even fashionable right now.
It's not even fashionable. I don't want to, that's the last thing I want to do. You talk to people that are single, they're not interested in that. And I believe that it's a ploy from the enemy because God is a husbandman. We are the bride of the church, or we play the female part as the entire body of church.
Right.
And so His purpose is with that swag on, and He wants to woo us. He doesn't, you got to think about it like this. Who wants to be in a relationship where the other person is not reciprocating? They don't love you.
Right.
You want somebody to love you willingly. You don't want them to love you, I beat you with the Bible, you got to do this. That's not God's way.
You're right.
Love, it covers a multitude of faults. There's no judgment zone there.
Yeah.
And it's pure love. And that's what He offers, is pure love to everybody. Just come as you are.
And that's my message to a lot of people. Not a lot of people, but everybody. Yeah. Is to go forward. You see what I'm saying? Like just because you fall don't mean he doesn't love you, or don't mean that your life is over. Like, you're gonna make mistakes. You live in this world. In this world, you will have tribulations. You know what I'm saying? So, if you got to understand that you're gonna be mistake-free, but you know what? He still loves me. I'm gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Because his hand is always there. His hand is always on you. Hey, look, come on, let's go. Don't worry about that. I'm not worried about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you worried about it? That's what a lot of people don't know. But again, renewing the mind is a lifetime process. So if you're not renewing your mind, you don't know some of these things. You know what I mean?
Yes, you got to every day. And as you said, nobody is perfect, but God. You know?
Right, exactly.
He walked that we would have opportunity to, you know, he was the example for us to be like him every day, and he gave us some power. After that, the Holy Ghost has come upon you. He gave us power to live right. People don't even know what that is. Number one, that's the qualification to run this race.
Right.
The Spirit of God, he gave it free. You know, a lot of preachers leave you right at the cross. And every Easter, you see people falling away. They come, they fall away, because the substance is not there. There's something that happened after the cross, post-cross, that you must obtain. The Pentecost happened. It literally happened. Yeah. And every day can be your Pentecost. Every day. Every day. I commune with the God. I spend an hour a day in prayer every day, because that's my me and him time. Yeah. You know, can't have a relationship if you don't have intimacy. And I go in there and
that's see, listen. You're talking about something now that you sound like you know what you're talking about. Come on, the intimacy is very important. And people have gotten so carnal and so worldly that they take words like intimacy and they're related to things like sex immediately. You see what I'm saying? But that's the Bible
says he came to turn everything backwards. Right. God said everything he made, he said was good. Did he not in Genesis? Right. It was good. So the devil came in and corrupted everything and turned everything backwards. When Peter was crucified, he said, turn me back, turn me upside down on the cross. I don't want to die like Jesus said. He was seeing everything correctly. He said, turn me upside down so I could see it in its pure state. It's backwards. Even
in the garden, he asked somebody who didn't know what was exactly said, because he knew he was going to get an indirect answer. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. Eve didn't know what he said. She just repeated what she thought she knew.
Come on now.
You know what I mean? Listen,
he had changed his tactics.
Right. He had to change the thing. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. So this is great. Opportunity just to relate with the word, and a lot of people make this thing complicated. The Bible says a fool and a wayward man can understand the simplicity of the gospel. It's simple. You know, it ain't complicated. And all these people, naysayers, and I get it. Well, man wrote the Bible, and it was created. And I say, well, this is the thing. Don't let nobody steal your joy.
Thanks.
Go to that person and say, okay, so if it did so much wrong, and men were the evil in that portion of creating false religion. Yeah, but the Bible has not done anything wrong to anybody. When you put it on a analysis scale, you would look at it and say, well, compare all the right that it's done to people's lives. People been in prison, reading the Bible, having their total lives change, and having an experience with God. The problem is that people don't have experiences with God.
Say that again.
Experiences with God. You have to. How can you have a relationship with somebody you never experienced?
I said last week on the show, you will never know about anything you don't get involved in.
Man, what?
You cannot. Listen, you can have your opinions all day, but that's all it'll be is an opinion, because if you're talking to me about something you know nothing about, based off of what somebody else said, and that's what we got to move out of now, is pastor said or so-and-so said. Listen, you better get in that word and find out for yourself what's going on, because if you don't, you're going to keep going around so-and-so said, and your life is going to be led in so many directions that you're never going to know the truth about your own self. You're never going to know who you are, your personal identity. Once you find out your identity in Christ, you can move in a certain way with his power and his authority that you can't be touched. You're going to be unstoppable. In a sense, you see what I'm saying?
Yes. Totally. And who the Son sets free is free indeed.
Yep.
And all of these, and it is crazy because we for years preached the ideology. I call it the sin mentality kind of thing. Something that people can't control. You're born in shape in iniquity, means that as soon as you came out of your mother's womb, you were shapen in iniquity, a sin. Period. God was a remedy for it. Number one, preach the remedy. Why am I going? We know sin is available much because we're human.
Yeah.
So you're prone to, sin. You're prone to do whatever in this body, because the wages of sin is death. I mean, you have to work for that portion of it. But the gift of God is eternal life. The gift is free.
I think the worst thing that we have done, as far as our leaders in ministry are concerned is people getting saved and they say, well, just go read the Bible. You can't do that. You know what I mean? You can't do that. Because first of all, if you start from Genesis and then try to go to the New Testament, you're going to be lost. And then you're absolutely going to agree to contradict yourself because you can't see the line. You got to start with Jesus first so you can understand why you got saved. So Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John is where you begin. In my personal opinion, I think that's where you have to start. And then you can go back to the Old Testament and see the shadows of Jesus and get the understanding that they've been talking about him the whole time. They've been trying to get him here for the whole time. And now you can see why he had to come for you and why everything in the New Testament makes so much sense. And why Paul preached the way he preached. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're talking about a murderer. You know what I'm saying? Like, got delivered from all of that and didn't look back. You know what I mean? Didn't look back. He went forward. He didn't look back.
And with Paul, man, his whole thing is his Achilles heel was the fact that he persecuted Christians. Oh yeah, he, on top of that,
lack of understanding because he thought he was doing the right thing.
I was doing the right thing. You can be severely wrong.
Right.
Yes, you're right. This is why the Bible says, search the scriptures, in them you think you have eternal life.
Right.
I don't care how old you think you are. That's why he told Timothy, don't be afraid of that hoary head, your gray hair. Grandma got some things that need to be corrected. I had to get my own grandmother straight. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's right. That's
you
right.
took us to church and said, don't believe nothing but the Bible. But then when I came back as a preacher and was able to straighten some things out that you had wrong there, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't be scared of your hoary head because I had to get the truth. So help me God. You know what I'm saying? And bless her soul, she finally, recanted in and said, you know what, I read it, God told me it was right. I was like, well, it wasn't my word. I didn't write it.
It was his word. Like
my pastor delivered.
That's the beautiful thing about the relationship. Once you get into that relationship with him and you start reading and studying his word, you'll start to get revelation of knowledge. And that is exact knowledge from God. That is the understanding he'll give you. I've read scriptures 4 or 5 different times and seen them 4 or 5 different ways. You see what I'm saying? And that's the beautiful part about me and you can have a conversation about the same scripture and see it so many different ways. You'll show me something I didn't even see, and I'll show you something that you never saw, but it'll all be on the same line because it's exact knowledge from him.
One Lord, one faith, one baptism. It's one Lord of us all that gives us everything. The wisdom comes from God, knowledge. That's why you can't read the Bible like a common book.
Right.
People have read it 5 and 6 times and they still don't understand it, you know what I mean? But the revelation, and you touched on it big time, comes from God. A revelation, revealing of His Word. That is it. Upon, my children, especially in this time, that's why my ministry is called End Time Open Door. Okay. It's end time because we are living in the end time, and it's an end time. We meet people at the point of their need, wherever you are.
You gotta meet people where they at, man. Like
everybody on the same level. Some people on milk, some people on meat. You gotta meet all things to all people.
I was talking to a friend earlier, and I said that there's so many Christians who forget where they were, and so they come up on people who are trying to find a different route and know there's something different, and then you come up and tell them all the things. Guess what? They already know how bad they're doing. They don't need you to tell them that part. They need to find out, why am I doing this, and what else is the remedy? I don't understand. Like, I'm at my inroad. I don't need to be at a fight at my inroad. I'm at my inroad. I'm tired. I need some help. If you're not going to help me, get out the way. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm all churched out.
Yeah, exactly. There's so many Christians that just, well, you need to quit doing this and quit doing that. But guess what? All the stuff you're telling them not to do and telling them not to go and all this stuff, they can't do it without Him. So if you don't show them Him, I should be an example in front of you. You shouldn't have to ask me, am I a Christian? You should know it when you see the fruit. Period.
Exactly. Your life.
We're not even having I don't need to wear a t-shirt or none of that. When you see me or I see you, I should know something different about him.
Yeah. Peculiar people, it says. Huh?
We're
peculiar because
something like that. Yeah, exactly.
The kids saw him, the tax collector in the Bible. He said, everybody's pressing Jesus, it's like being in a rock concert, you know what I'm saying? 21 Savage. Everybody was, pressing him, right? And in the midst of that, God opened and saw him, his little stature. He was a small man. He said, I'm going to dine with you today. Yeah. And everybody was like, him?
Yeah, they went
Christians
crazy.
immediately being judged. Him? The tax collector? You know what they say about tax collector? Man, first of all, you in the clubs, and every time we see you, Jesus, I don't know about you. Wow. But didn't know he was the Messiah himself. Yeah. Didn't say anything to this man. Just dined with him. And the man began to look at Jesus and look at Jesus. This is the thing about God. You cannot come to His presence and not be affected.
Absolutely.
You
Listen,
cannot.
when you run into them, you'll know it.
You'll know it.
Trust me on that. And ain't it funny though how much so many people fight against the word, but there's so many things in there, just like that story you just mentioned, that relate to right now.
Right now.
There's something in there for everybody right now. I promise you, anything that you're going through, pick it up. And it's so simple right now. A caveman can do it because you can Google on your phone.
Man,
you can ask Siri. You know what I mean?
We become wiser.
So
no
now,
doubt,
ain't
boy.
no excuses now. Ain't no excuses now. When
Grandma
I'm
had to
going,
read through the pages.
I'm going
You
through
got it on your
depression.
phone.
Give me some scriptures on depression. I got problems in my marriage. Give me some scriptures on my marriage. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Listen, I got scriptures. I need some more understanding. All you got to do is ask your phone sometimes. Then if you still don't understand, you got your people you can call. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But this, how do you feel about this statement? Every church is not the same.
It's the truth. Bible says there's many winds of doctrine. Doesn't mean they're right.
Right.
This is the last and evil days. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? There's a lot of ideologies and doctrines that have gone out. And this is the thing. You can't go wrong with the Bible, period. Read it for yourself. I came across a man, I didn't even have to witness to him. The man was like, yeah, I already read that. I was like, wow. And I'm just getting ready to, you know, I mean, he wins the souls is wise. So I'm like, this man is hungry and thirsting for righteousness.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God, what's up with this guy? And he's like, he searched the scripture. If you hunger and thirst after righteousness, you shall be filled. Who's going to fill that void? God. I'm not God. I'm just the preacher. You know,
Exactly.
whosoever will, I preach in season and out of season. Whosoever will wants the word, hey, pour it into it.
Exactly. I think we're in such a unique place right now because it gives us an opportunity to actually be relatable with the word. You see what I'm saying? Like, and not just churchy and religious and all of that. Like, you know what I mean? I can show up with a t-shirt and jeans on and I can preach to you just as easy as I can with a suit on. You know what I mean?
Seriously. Yeah.
That's a part of me meeting you where you're at. You know what I mean? I look just like you. I do some of the same things you do. I like now it's time for the ministry to become a reality. You know what I mean? Like don't just pull up on me telling me about God and this, that, and the third. So you know what? I used to sell some drugs, you know what I mean? I went to jail a couple of times, you know what I mean? And I got, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like those things help people. Like, oh, for real, Pastor? Like, you ain't no pastor doing all that. Well, I ain't always been a pastor, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
I had to have this revealed to me, you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
I had to go through some things, but those things made me realize that I needed him. That's what I'm showing you. So, you know.
He himself, in the form of Yahshua, walking in the body of Jesus Christ, said, you know, I came to the sick. I don't need to go to the hospital and everybody's well. I came to
right,
the doctor.
right. And that's what the church is, a hospital.
It's
you know
a
what I mean?
hospital.
It's a hospital. It's not a judgment zone. It shouldn't be a condemning zone. It should be, come on in here and get fixed.
I was just such for some of you in the new Torah. He was talking to folks that had post.
Yeah.
They had already been quote unquote saved. He was like, it's such for some of you. And the thing, I always preach this. Listen, beloved, the only thing that makes you any different, there's a story in the old Torah, Moses put the blood over the doorpost.
Yeah.
And the angel of death, only job was to kill everybody that was in the path. God said, go and kill. The righteous, the unrighteous, anybody that was outside of that doorpost was to be killed. So what's the difference? Everybody that came into the ark of safety, into the blood, there still was pimps, prostitutes, there still was priests, there still was policemen, there still was pimps, prostitutes, policemen on the outside. The difference, glory to God, was the blood. On the doorpost. Get in the blood. There's no judgment zone on either out. The only thing was there was the blood. The only thing the angel was looking at, the angel of death, was the blood.
I never saw that either.
Isn't that crazy? That's a revelation.
I was getting ready to say it. That's definitely.
We live in the end time. It's a revelation of God. To God's people. He said, whosoever you have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit is saying to the church. The Spirit is speaking professly now. More now than ever. Because we're closer and closer. We're getting closer and closer to the wrapping up of things. No, it's not there yet. But we're getting closer every day. I always look at it as every day is a new mercy because I get closer and closer to being the Lord.
That's what
it's a new mercy.
And I got a revelation on that one morning. I got so excited because I say stuff so much and I don't want it to be just, you know, I'm just saying it. I just want to get something from it. And like the mercies are new every morning. And you're absolutely right. I woke up. That's the first new mercy. And that means I got another opportunity to do something that benefits the kingdom. You see what I'm saying?
And for the skeptics, hey, if you don't believe that you are a spiritual being, stop breathing on your own. Just go ahead. Do it. Do it now. You can't. Huh? You can't control that. Man wants to control things because then, therefore, we're really afraid of the unknown. That's why people get afraid of death. You know, you don't have to be afraid of death. Because you ain't controlling nothing. Yeah. Everybody
that's a guaranteed fact. That's a guaranteed fact. If you came here, you're going to leave.
You're going to leave here.
Period.
You didn't control being born, did you?
Yeah.
Honestly, you had nothing to do with that because it was the mom and the dad.
Right.
You came and you knew nothing. You were a blank slate. Everything that you learned how to walk, you learned how to talk, you learned how to do all of these things. And it's the crazy part. And I always say this. I had a young Sunday school student. She was like, Pastor, she's like, why are we here? Oh, you don't know why you're here? No, I ain't talking about church, but I'm talking about why we here. Out of the mouth of babes, where you got to be careful with your children because they're blank slate. They want to know, and they want serious answers. They don't want
They tired to get taking around the block, around the corner, like.
And what do we tell our children? The first thing, get a good job, get married, all of these things, all these accolades of life. We were created to worship God. We're worshiping beings.
Absolutely.
Completely worshiping beings. We're spiritual beings. That's why we have deja vu. Y'all know that?
Yeah.
What that is. Well, I know I've been here before because he breathed into Adam and he became a living niflish, a living soul. That soul, that part of God that he breathed has to go back somewhere when you die.
Right.
The Bible says the dead know nothing. So when that spirit is gone, where does that breath of life he breathed in all of us that we can't control?
Yeah.
We're just talking about stop breathing on your own if you can. You can't do it. God is in control of that. I was a nurse. Spinal cord injury nurse, and I've seen many people die. I'm also a war veteran. Seen people, men and women, die in my arms.
Yeah.
From bullet wounds and whatnot. So I'm very close with death in that aspect.
Right.
And none of those people could control that very day when they left this earth.
Didn't see it coming.
Didn't see it coming. And here I am, years later, at that time, preaching was the worst thing I could ever do. Because it wasn't the negativity of preaching, it's just, I was like, God, if you call me to preach, I ain't trying to do it, everybody trying to do it. This ain't nothing to desire.
Right.
Because you got people's souls at stake that you are, that you're shepherding, if you will.
Absolutely.
And so it's a very, very serious thing, and I'm like, I want to do it right. I don't want to be a jellyback. I don't want to do it wrong.
Yeah.
I wanted to do it the way you called me to do it. And I want you to be pleased with the result.
Absolutely.
Because it's serious. Somebody prayed for me when I couldn't pray for myself. Doing, like you said, crazy stuff.
Yeah. I figured that's the only reason I'm sitting here. Somebody was smart enough to pray for me when I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Mama.
Sergeant Staples out there.
Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she was my sergeant, man. I was cussing like a sailor, doing my thing, drinking and carrying on. She was like, boy, you don't even sound right cussing. You need to have your tell somebody in church somewhere, getting the word of God. And I'm like, I grew up in church and I rebelled and I left because I started seeing stuff that was just okey doke. And I'm like, nah. No, is this stuff supposed to change you? I'm supposed to have experience with God. And this is what really young people are looking for. I want to experience. Man, I didn't see the other stuff. I didn't see the judgmental stuff. I didn't see all of the hypocriting that's going on and all that, which Jesus himself railed on into the church. He was talking to the sinners. He was like, you hypocrites, you generation of vipers. He was talking to church folk. Yeah, church folk were talking to y'all need to get together. Okay, it's the last of the evil day. We need to get it correct because people are depending on you. Your suicide rate is out the frame. My video, Waiting on You, is about crystal meth addiction, and it's rampant in Atlanta. There's things that you would not believe, but because you shelter yourself from the realism of things that are going out there, you shun yourself from rap music and all of these other things, which that is where you need to be going, to the highways and the byways. Jesus was not shut up in a church. The real work is witnessing, getting out here to the public. I went downtown Atlanta there, and I'm going to point out, there was a church, and all around it was homeless people. People strung out on drugs, crystal meth, and all kinds of other things, vices. And there was a church in the middle. I said, God, why is that so? What's wrong? What's going on that people are not being delivered in that very community? People are not being, it should not be a person walking by their church that the doors are shut and locked. It should be open 24 hours. You should be able to come in and get the help that you need anytime.
Right.
But now we're so afraid. I'm not afraid of churches will be open 24 hours. That's my goal, to have a church that's open 24 hours. you want to come in and rob me? Guess what? The Spirit of God is going to be so powerful in that place that you'll come in and you'll repent. Because that's what should happen in a church. Repentance should be there. Love should be there.
You can't be a scared Christian.
Man, come on now.
You can't be a scared Christian. I'm sorry. Like,
I'm not
telling people to be
fear.
Yeah, I'm not telling people to be naive
Come on
and
now.
not be aware. Yeah, like I'm not telling you to go jump in front of a gun or any of that stuff. But what I'm telling you is stop letting the news and the media keep you away from the things you really should be going towards. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
There's a lot of people who won't even come out of their house because they watch the news 24 hours a day, and it's like, I'm not going out there because it's crazy. And it's not even like that in their neighborhood.
Yes.
You can actually go to Quick Trip and be okay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I've done it. I lived in some racing areas. I lived in South Memphis, North Memphis. Y'all know what that is.
Dude, I've literally been standing inside of the Quick Trip near where I stay, and I've seen somebody jump in somebody else's car and drive off. You know what I'm saying? They drive off in my car. I felt bad for them, but I'm just saying, like, it's gonna happen anywhere you go. But you can't be afraid to walk on the ground that God created. You know what I'm saying? Because
the earth, man.
He's already planted a path for you, man. So if you just trust Him and walk in that, man, everything's gonna be just fine. I promise you. But you gotta believe that, though. If you don't believe that, ain't nothing I can do about that. Ain't nothing He can do about your unbelief. Only you gonna have to. You know what I'm saying? Decide.
And here's the thing, so-called Christians, listen. If you lack wisdom, he said, ask God. And if you are fearful, pray. This is our weapon, are not carnal, but they're spiritual. Mighty to the pulling down of strongholds. That means you pray. You develop the relationship that the strong man will stand up. Inside of you.
Absolutely.
Get some Holy Ghost gumption.
Right.
When the centurions, remember, when they came to get him, he said, here I am, I'm he. And they fell back. He had been praying in the Garden of Gethsemane.
Yeah.
The disciples fell asleep on him. Glory to God.
Yeah, they did.
Because we're human. Here we go. But
he
was so full of the power of God, the glory of God, that they fell back by the power.
Yeah.
This is why we pray, Christians, to gather strength, to get our armor, the whole armor of God, so that there is no fear. Therefore, we can witness. Therefore, we can lay hands on ourselves and recover, and lay hands on the sick and recover.
Absolutely.
I've got a song on the album called Favor, and it talks about the first healing that God used me to do, and I thought it was going to be something else. And it was my best friend. My best friend was dying. He had 6 T cells left. He had full-blown AIDS at that time.
Wow.
And there was not a whole lot of help for folk. And he came to me, the last person. He was a religious person. So you watch this religious thing.
Listen to the words,
He
please.
was a religious person. In the church all his life. I had not been in the church all my life. I had just, a young minister, had just been called to the gospel. And he came to me last. And he was like a skeleton, literally I could feel his heartbeat in his back when I embraced him. And I broke down, cried, and I looked up to heaven. I said, God, how cruel is this? My best friend, really? And he said, tell him he shall live and not die, but he's going to get worse before he gets better for the glory of God's sake. What is that to tell somebody?
Right.
You know, that
hold on, man, listen. I feel you and all that,
man,
but look at him.
We're overcome by the word of our testimony. This is why God put that there.
Yeah.
So it was a test for me, and it was a test for him. So I told him what the Holy Ghost had told me to tell him. You know, you're going to get worse before you get better, but God is going to heal you for his sake. He said, I believe it. He said, that's why I came.
And that's all it took.
I believe.
His response was going to make that go one way or the other.
I didn't believe. I was like, God, I never experienced that before. Somebody, real talk, you know what I mean? I never experienced that before. And, you know, and then somebody that close to me, my best friend. So I embraced him, and we prayed and cried a little bit more. And he's in one of the medical journals in Tupelo, Mississippi. He was a walking miracle. Just like it was in the damsel in the Bible. He woke up off, they put him on the respirators and everything, intensive care, and he woke up from the coma and said, give me something to eat. And his mother called me the day before, and she said, what should I do, man of God? I said, cook. She said, okay. I said, cook everything that he could ever want. And she cooked or whatever, and Lee was a literal miracle. His doctor was like, I don't know what God you serve, but it's a miracle because his T cells began to go 25, 30. She said, we're going to take another test to see what was going on. Man came back again. The boy was a walking miracle. He was literally healed to this day, and today he is my minister of music.
Hey, that's awesome, man.
He's muscular and powerful guy. You know what I'm saying? But God restored that man and put him in my life, and that was 20 years ago.
Wow.
20 years ago. Should be dead. Walking miracle. But praise God for the things that he is able to do and is still doing. God is still a healer. He's still a miracle worker. Listen, you need an experience with God. That will solve all your woes.
That's again, experience. Once you run into him, you know it.
And I've been there, man. I was that skeptic. I put my hand in God's face. So if you some kind of God, I'm screaming. If I had only knew, bro. If I only knew, I'm telling you. I was like, you ain't no blank. I'm cussing God now.
Yeah.
You ain't no blank, blank, boo, boo, boo. What kind of God you is? You ain't did nothing for me. I ain't got no miracle in my life, and God began to do some miracles in my life. And I do have testimonies, man, of many of the things. And then when I started beginning to look at the miracles that He did, wooing me.
Yeah.
I begin to look at those things, and I begin to see it in Scripture later on where He stopped time for the prophet. All of these things. I've experienced that. I was driving 250 miles an hour on the Autobahn in Frankfurt, Germany, trying to get to a show for 10 laps. How to get there? The promoter was like, God stopped time for us, literally. Tony Granville, you out there in Atlanta, you understand. He left a witness.
Yeah.
Because God is not foolish. He's going to leave somebody there.
Absolutely.
When He does something in your life that's going to be a witness and testimony that this did happen. We did a 360 on the Autobahn, and if you're going that fast,
250 miles?
You're pretty much dead. People that have wrecks on the Autobahn, they just don't survive because call the hearse and get you off. And it was back-to-back traffic, and it's courtesy for you to flip your lights like it is over here for the person in front of you to get over to the slower lane.
Yeah.
I flicked my lights, and this lady stopped, put on brakes, and I stopped, and the car went spinning, and I was like, we dead. That's it. We dead. Everything stopped. The wind stopped. We pulled over to the side of the road, and everybody passed by, and I was like, okay. So I'm looking for the white people, the whites to come and say, it's time.
Right.
To Gary's
my child,
come on. And so I said, Tony pinched me because dead people can't feel. He pinched me as hard as I said, I said, well, I said, tell you what, let's call the promoters and let them know we're going to be late. And if they answer the phone, then of course we're not dead because, hey, we're in limbo, right? Called them, they were like, oh yeah, they put y'all in the middle of the show. Y'all just get here whenever. And so neither one of us spoke of it after that point. Miracle.
Yeah. It's kind of, it's really kind of hard to, because it's like, nobody's
gonna believe. Come on. I tell somebody.
You can only tell a believer that story and they understand.
I told my grandmother, she was like, well, you gonna do what God wants you to do. Hung up the phone on me, bro. Right. I'm like, Grandma. Because I was running from God because, like I said, I gave nod downs the morning. I was like, if you're God, prove yourself.
Right.
Hey, y'all can do that. Prove yourself. If you're a skeptic out there, if you've seen things that are, have been improper in religion, now it's time for you to develop a relationship with God. Question Him. Hey, God, if you be God, do something.
Absolutely.
Like the movie, do something. Show me something.
Hold on real quick. We got a caller, Pastor. Yep, you're live on the Mr. Exclusive Show. What's your name and where you calling from?
Yes, my name is Savannah, and I'm calling from Savannah. I would like to see your God, my featuring on Daddy.
I can't hear you, sweetie. Say that again.
I would like to hear live.
Rise. I got Rise coming up right here in just a second. Appreciate you for calling in. All right. Now, since we talking music now, you are an artist. You may mention it a couple of times. How long have you been an artist? Because it sounds like you were an artist before you actually got into the ministry. Heard Teddy Riley, my guy, was good. You know what I mean?
Godfather. Listen, I got out of, I was, as I said, in the military, and I got out of the military, and it was another miracle happened, and they don't do this now, but we got signed on an audition for a group called Sept at that time, techno music in Germany, and they were looking for a lead singer, and I went along with my friend girl, who later ended up being my background vocalist and then been signed to Sony herself as Paris Red. they didn't like her, and she's like, you know, are you gonna audition? I was like, no, they need a female singer. She's like, no, go ahead, audition. So I went and auditioned. They was like, they stopped the audition. They're like, okay, yeah, we want you. I was like, want me for what? Got signed to a deal, and you know, wrote a couple of records that went #1 over there, and that was my calling card for industry.
Right.
And then from there, basically, you know, doing techno music and also R&B. So, and that's years later. Fast forward, here's God called me back to out of retirement, back to the industry, and the new album will be out in 2020. The first cut that's been playing on radio is called "Waiting on You." And like I said, the video is on YouTube. You can go and check that out. It's filmed right here in Atlanta.
Okay.
So yeah, we're doing some things differently.
And that's the record that we have tonight, the Waiting on You record. Now I know you touched on a few, but just tell people a little bit about the dynamics of the record and what are we trying to accomplish with this record.
I'm an R&B soul singer by trade. That's what I do. I came out of Albany's Church. I was a pastor in Memphis. I mentioned Memphis, Tennessee before.
Right.
So God told me the gift that I gave you, you just changed your partner. It's a positive message.
Right.
Same music, same good music, and same wholesome music. I just got a different vibe, different swagger. With this time, my partner now is Jesus Christ himself. So I talk about positive hope. It's not a preachy record. It's not your typical gospel record, but it offers hope to people. Like I said, we talk about some serious subjects, dealing in the video with drug addiction, which is so rampant worldwide. It's not just in Atlanta, but worldwide. And it's just a vice. People really need just hope. And that's the thing that we're trying to bring in a different way. We put this record on the club, which we have done. I've stopped the club. And they're like, we didn't know this was a gospel record. I'm like, no, it's music.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Love causes a multitude of faults. I just interlated with some love in it.
All right, now, can you please do me the honor and introduce this record to the world?
You guys, this is my new record, Waiting on You.
Let's go to work.
This is an AUMA exclusive.
We got Pastor Eden Perryman in the building. We're working live tonight, man. Brand new record, man. We're waiting on you. The video is available on YouTube. The video is available right now on YouTube. Make sure you check it out.
Follow me on IG, please.
Yes. I'll make sure I get all that information. I got you. Bishop Byron Curry, I got you coming up with that Rise Again. We coming. JC, you're absolutely right, man. Appreciate you checking in tonight too, man. Tupac, what up? Nilio, what's good, cuzzo? Jenny, what's good? I see you, Carolina, Chris Jarvis, I see you back in the building. Nate, what up, homie? Razor Right, what's good? I Sue, what up? This Cherry, what's good? I see you working. Man, Howard, what's good, homie? Rich Lindo, man, we locked and loaded tonight. Tony, what's going on, homie? I see you, North Carolina, to the state real heavy. Portia, what up? Appreciate the check-in. We are inside the Kicker Party right now, man. Every Sunday, 9 to 10 p.m. All my Christian hip-hop artists, make sure you send that music right now. MP3 format, label, artist name, and song title to the Mr. Exclusive Show at gmail.com. We will get it in the airwaves, man, baby. Right now, you're listening to the brand new music. Pastor Eden Perryman, Waiting on You. Video available right now on YouTube. Available wherever music is sold as well, man. Support that. Let's go to work. Vision Network is Pastor Eden Perryman. Listen to a brand new single right now, Waiting on You. They can also find you on YouTube as well.
Yes, please go to YouTube, go to Instagram, Dr. Perryman, Dr. Eden Perryman, C-N-I-N. Come and have that. Okay, Perryman. And or just type in Eden Perryman anyway. You know what I'm saying?
It'll come up, trust me. It'll come up, trust me. now, brother. I'm gonna try to get about that real quick.
Just wait on you.
Yes, brand new music, man. Pastor Dr. Eden Perryman, man. Waiting on you right here. Hey, listen. Where can they find that song at right now?
Man, you can find it on wherever music is downloaded on, Amazon.com, Tidal, CDBaby.com. Just type in Eden Perryman Waiting on You. Please go to YouTube. We have 120,000 K likes or whatever. Hey, add yourself to that bunch. It's going to bless you immensely.
Now, how can they find you on social media?
Social media, please check me out on Instagram at Dr. Eden Perryman. Go to Facebook. We've got an artist page there. If you can't get us on there, please follow us. We're 5,000. They only let you get 5,000, but please follow us on there. Please go to Eden Perryman or the Dr. Perryman Show, because we also have a broadcast as well, the Dr. Perryman Show that airs on Sensation Talk Radio as well. So we're all over. Please type in ENIN. It spells a 9 backwards. Just turn that 9 backwards. ENIN. That's the brand.
Now look, we have ran slap in at 10 o'clock. Oh. And I'm fine with it personally, but we do have to close. I normally give a message at the end, but since you're here, would you do me the honor of just giving the people a good word to go through the week with? I just feel like if they start off the week with a good word, they can keep that in their back pocket and pull it out when they need it, or they may just need it right now, this very moment. So whatever God has on your heart, can you give us that?
Peter stood up at the day of Pentecost. Peter, why Peter? Peter was the least. When you think that to yourself, I am the least of these, God don't want me because I'm on drugs, I did this, I was a prostitute. God is not interested in your sexuality. He's not interested in your purity, all of that stuff. He's interested in your spirituality. They that worship God must worship Him in spirit and truth. He gave us the keys. Repent and be baptized, every one of you, in the name of Yeshua, for the remission. Remission means to wash away of your sin, and you shall receive something. God is not, He's an intelligent God. He gave you something. He gave you something to go through this life. You don't need to get a vice to get you through temporarily, where you'll need another high and then another high. God can be your total high. He wants to marry you. Let Him marry you. He wants you to be in love with Him just as much as He's in love with you. Remember, beloved, you can make it.
Amen. I received that word, and I hope everybody out here listening receives that word. I appreciate you again for coming through and just really blessing us tonight. I had an awesome time, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And listen, like I tell everybody else that comes here, once you sit down here, you family, you got a seat at my table anytime you want to eat, man. So, there's plenty of food here, as you can see. So definitely, man, anytime you want to come back, you are more than welcome, man. Thank you so much. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. Everybody out there on Facebook Live, everybody on the app, the whole Evan Vision Network, thank you guys for coming through tonight. Thank you to all my guests tonight, man, for doing what they do. Listen, man, go forward, man. It's going to be a great week, man. If today wasn't great, listen, when you wake up tomorrow, start speaking positive, man. Set the tone for your day when you get up in the morning. Listen, I don't care what yesterday looked like, but guess what? Today, God, I'm going to have a great day because you made it a great day, and I'm going to go forward, and something good is going to happen to me. You got to speak those things in order for them to become existent in your life, and you'll start seeing those things in which you speak. Trust me on this. I am a living witness. This is the Mr. Exclusive Show each and every Sunday, 8 to 10 p.m. only on AUMA Radio. Download the app. Don't wait till next week. Download it right now to listen live and on the go right now, man. Follow us all over the place. AUMA Radio, the Mr. Exclusive Show. This is what we doing, man, each and every Sunday. And I'm out, but I'm going to leave out with this rise again, man. Let's go to work.
This is an AUMA exclusive.
Facebook, I appreciate y'all, man. Anthony, I appreciate you checking in. Everybody who checked in tonight, man. Much love. Hope y'all have an awesome week, man. And I will see y'all again next week at 8 p.m. Download the app right now. Follow on Instagram. Make sure you go over to the Evan Vision Network right there on YouTube. Like, subscribe, share, comment. We will be there, man. Let's go to work.